Hi everyone, we're back in the woods today. We're going to do the core with beautiful Zoe. The sun is shining. Get your mats. Let's do this. Let's get flat tummies.
Good morning. So the core is obviously a very important area to strengthen, not only for the aesthetic of the core, but also for the support for the lower back that it offers and the pelvis. What you want to remember when you're engaging your belly is to imagine you're buttoning up a tight pair of trousers. So you squeeze the muscles into the midline and you imagine you're zipping up a zip. So you gather up the pelvic floor, you gather up the lower belly. This creates this nice toning of the transverse abdominal, the deepest muscle, and the surrounding muscles. So without further ado, come forward onto all fours. Let's allow a big breath in and a big sigh out. Then we're just going to come into some cat and cow. So a little micro bend in the elbows. Inhale, arch open, tilt the tailbone up. And as you exhale, round the back, press into the hands, drop your chin to your chest. So we're just stretching out that belly area, inhaling. Good, exhaling, moving the back a little bit and just getting into the breath. Last one. Okay, really pressing the hands down and then come back to a neutral position. Without further ado, let's walk the hands further forward and extend your legs out behind you so you're coming into a plank position. So in your plank, your shoulders and your hips are in the same line. The bum's not up in the air. Lift that lower belly in and up like you're buttoning up a tight pair of trousers. Press the hands down, slightly squeeze them in towards each other. Imagine that there's length from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and then lengthen that breath. The tendency is to hold the breath. So pull the belly in and up. Now make sure that the feet are quite a generous hip width apart for a little bit of support. You can either stay here, and this is plenty, or you can turn it up a notch by tapping one hand onto the opposite shoulder and then drop the hand back down. Change sides. Now the body will try and rock a lot from side to side. Try and see if you can minimize the rocking as you tap, as you breathe, as you pull the belly in, as you either smile or curse. Let's say 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now place both hands down again. Spread the fingertips out. Try and alleviate all the weight off the wrists, so you press down into the knuckles as well. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Drop your chin or your nose down towards that knee and just hold there for a moment, and then extend the leg out behind you. Other side. Drop the chin in. Inhale, lengthen. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Keeping that thigh lifting up, and then drop the foot back. Drop those knees down. Now you can either do a couple of little half push-ups just to really warm us up on this cold morning, or you can just come all the way down and drop down onto your forearms, and we're going to do a little forearm plank. So forearm planks are even a little bit more intense, I find, than normal planks. So spread the fingertips out, press down into the hands. Again, lift the lower belly up and keep breathing as though you were just lying on your mat, resting. So you keep the breath as steady as possible whilst you pull the belly in. Good, working into the core. Might feel a little bit shaky for 2. Okay, on 1, drop your hips down, point your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. You stretch out the front of the body. Try and lengthen your lower back a little bit so you don't hyperextend. Pull the belly in. Now you've got options. If you want to take it a bit easier, stay here. If you want to work the core again and really sort of turbocharge it, keep the tops of the feet where your laces are down to the ground. And as you exhale, lift your thighs up, drop your chin to your chest and add in a little pause. Inhale, the hips drop down, the chest lifts. You perhaps pull the hands back towards you. Exhale, round. Get 2 or 3 more of those, nice and slow. No rush. Exhale, squeeze that lower belly in and up. Tight pair of trousers, buttoning up. Good, inhale. Last one. Okay, drop down. Bring your left hand more towards the center of your mat so it just crosses, so it's underneath your face. And then you're going to turn your toes to the right and come up into a little forearm plank. Reach your right elbow back. We're now working on the oblique muscles at the side of the body, so the right elbow comes back, and as you exhale, dive the right hand through and under to the left. Inhale to open. You'll feel that left oblique start to fire up, as well as the transverse abdominals. 2 more. Heating up. Okay, last one. Let's make it count. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, round. Let's drop the forearms. Let's let the hips drop. Spread the fingertips out. Lift the chest. Just allow 2 or 3 long, slow breaths. Let the heart rate slow. You could sigh out, or you could just breathe out. You could close the eyes. Let the face soften. So although we're working hard, we're again steadying the nervous system where we can. Okay, cross your right hand underneath the face. It just comes more towards the center of the mat. Swivel your toes to face towards the left. So there's one foot in front of the other. Lovely. Lift the left hand up. Bend your elbow back behind you a little bit. Keep those hips lifting high. Big breath in. Exhale, dive the left hand through and out to the right. Inhale, sweep up. Squeeze the belly in as you exhale, round under. 2 more. Good. Inhale to lift and exhale, round. Squeeze, hold for a moment. Drop the forearms to the ground. Bring your fingertips out in front of you, off the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, and can you feel as much length as possible as you drag the belly that you've been working forward, the spine forward, and then exhale, lower down. 1 more of those. Inhale, lift, pull, exhale, lower. Bring your hands under your shoulders, lift yourself up onto all fours, and we're going to come and sit on our bums and bring our feet out in front of us. So here, bring your hands onto your shins and lift up nice and tall so that you kind of neutralize the spine. You roll your shoulders back, big breath in, and as you exhale, I'm just going to shuffle forward a little bit, and as you exhale, you're going to let go of those shins and roll back. Now lift your gaze, roll your shoulders back, pull the belly in, and hold in the shaky bit. Okay, when you feel like you need a little break from that, bring yourself back up, take hold of your shins again, arch the chest open, release the back a little bit, and exhale back into that position. Imagine you wrap the muscles into the center of the belly, almost folding them in, squeezing the belly in, and then lift up. 1 more. Good. Lean back, roll the shoulders back, soften the muscles on the face. Okay, and then come and lie all the way down on your back. Bend your knees so that your knees are directly above your hips. Here, you spread your 10 fingers out and tuck your thumbs under your bum with your palms facing down. The knees are directly above the hips and the shins are parallel to the ground. Extend your right leg, but keep the heel hovering off the ground. Flex both feet and press your belly down towards the ground. So your lower back presses down towards the mat a little bit so it's not arching up. Keep that breath nice and long, and you should feel a bit of heat through the belly. Okay, and then simply change sides. So it's not rushed, but it's strong. Pull the belly in, press the back down. Notice those strong sensations. Let's do 1 more on each side. Okay, we'll definitely feel this afterwards. Good, extending, pressing the back down, nice long breath. Okay, and then from there, bend both knees, interlace your hands to the back of the head, breath in, and as you exhale, cross your right elbow to your left knee, extend your right leg, really lift the shoulders up, inhale to the center, exhale to cross. This is a good fiery 10 minutes. Good, lift up, exhaling, pulsing for 4, 3, lifting the shoulders up off the mat, 1, good, and then drop the head down, big breath in, big sigh out. Okay, let's do 1 last little one. So you're going to lift both legs up towards the sky, you're going to reach the opposite hand to the outside of the foot, or perhaps it's just to the outside of the shin or the ankle, and you're lifting up, crossing over. Good, keep breathing, keep lifting, not for much longer, nearly there. 3, 2, 1, And done. Good. Lengthen the legs, reach the arms up above the head, stretch the whole body. Big breath in. Big breath or a sigh out. Let everything flop down. One more like that. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, sigh. Good. And that is hopefully around 10 minutes of fiery core done. Thank you so much for joining.
Yay! Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. Love from both of us.